Students, today we learn the further topics of data visualization. In the last topic, we have learned till the how we can create the bar graphs or charts. Okay, so now we'll move to the further topics. Okay, let's see. So in our previous topic, we have learn how to make the line graph. Okay, now we'll study about bar graph. So before starting bar graph, you should know that what is bar graph, isn't it? So bar graph is used to represent the data in the form of vertical or horizontal bars. Okay, so it is useful to compare the quantiles. Okay, quantiles means what? The information or the ranges which is being displayed through what your bar graph. In bar graph we can represent through what? In the form of vertical form, or in the horizontal bars we can represent our quantiles. So before starting, you should insert what? Your libraries which is useful to make what? Graphs. Okay, so what is the library used here? Matplotlib.pyplot. Okay, I have given its alias as pl. Now next I am using the numpy, so I'll use np for inserting the numpy files. Now here's the over range 1. So here is my data from this all are my data. Now runs code, these are the data. p1.bar over range 1 comma runs code. These two are the titles which is being used. Okay, p1.bar. Next is x level over intervals, and second one is your runs code. Okay, over range 1 is my x-axis and second y-axis is my what? Runs code 1. p1.x label, here the x level, what will be my x level? I have written over here. Okay, see, over interval will be my x level and y level will be my runs code. Okay, next p1.title, what will be my title? See, India's code will be my title. Okay, now p1.show. When I will do p1.show, what happens? All the data which is being displayed will be shown. By default, it will be in which order? It will be in vertical order. Okay, if I make it as horizontal, then I have to give some command in that. Okay, next is, now if I want to change the color of my bar chart, then what I will do? In the same example only I have done what I have done here. See, in p1.bar, when I am using the p1.bar and where I am inserting the axis, like my axis is over range 1 and y axis is runs code 1. Here I have written width also, that what will be my width? Okay, 0.3 I have set. You can set you can set other orders as well. Okay, next color equal to g means what? Green color. So if I want red color, then I will write here r. If I want orange, then I'll write o. Likewise I could write, and this is the same method. Okay, next if I want different bars should be in the different widths, so I have to mention here that how many widths I have, how many data I have, 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 width I have to mention over here. Okay, so according to that, you can display the changing our width and color in our bar chart. Okay. Now, in this example, you can see that if you want to change the color of all the data, then how you could do? Same in the p1.bar, means where you are giving the command that this will be my x-axis and this will be my y-axis. Here you have given the width. Now color you have to write, you have to give 5 color names. Like I have 5 data, so I have to write 5 color name. Okay, like red color, green, blue. Now next is like C color, M color, magenta color. This all color will be displayed, and you will find the data will be displayed in different colors. Okay, so according to that, you can change the color of every data. Okay, next is, now as I have said that to have the data in what? In vertical order, you don't need anything else. Okay, so now if you want that it should be in a horizontal data, then just simple difference, like p1.bar, you have written there p1.bar. If you want it in horizontal order, then you have to write only the thing is what? p1.brah bar. Okay, brah. So after writing h, what happens? The data will be displayed in horizontal order, and same whatever the data is there, you have to write accordingly. It is just same. Okay, next is your Now next is multiple bar graph. What do you mean by multiple bar graph? Okay, so to draw the multiple bar graph, decide the number of x points. We can use arrange or line space function to find number of points based on the length of values in sequence. Decide the thickness of each bar and accordingly adjust x point or x axis. Give different color to different data ranges. The width remains the same for all ranges being plotted, and call plot for each data range. So see how you could do. First thing you have to do, what you have to insert the library, that is matplotlib.pyplot. Next I'm using the numpy for that. So A is my first data range, that is 50, 60, and B will be my second line range, and X will be what, my line space, that what will be the line space I have to give, like 1 comma 51 comma p. Okay, now p1 dot bar x comma a. So here x comma a I have given the data. Next p1 dot bar x plus 3 comma b width. Okay, here what happens now, that whatever the data will be represent, this one data will be represent. Okay, x plus 3 means what, plus 3 will be whatever the x data is there, after that plus 3 will be added. Okay, next is x label will be added here, y label, next title, and here you can give the legend to display the legend if you have given the labels in bar. Okay, so it will display the legend, like this p1 dot bar is my Australia part, which is represented color as red, and second one is my green color, that is x plus 3, which is being done, and it will be displayed here. Okay, next is p1 dot show to display the my multiple bar graph chart. Okay, now see anatomy of chart. The same chart, you can see that how it is being displayed. So first, this is what your chart title, this is your legend. Legend means the color describes that what is the data is being displayed, like red color is my Australia color, and green color is my India color. This one is y-axis label, this one is your x-axis label, this is your data bars. What is this? These are the data bars. And next one is ticks. Ticks means what, that where the data is being displayed. Okay, next is setting limits and ticks. How to set your limits and ticks. So see here, the same range is there. Now p dot x lim minus 2.0 to 5.0. So minus 2.0 to 5.0, the data ticks will be ranged. Okay, like from minus 2 to 5 it will be ranged. If you have set from 0 to 5, then 0 to 5 will be ranged. If you have set from minus 1 to comma 4, then minus 1 comma 4 it will be ranged. Okay, so p1 dot bar x comma y, what will be the bar? What are the ranges? X, first one is x and second one is y range. Next is p1 dot title, and next one is your show button will be displayed. Now next topic is your pie chart. What do you mean by pie chart? Pie chart shows a circle that is divided into sectors, and each sector represents a proportion of the whole. Okay, so here you are importing the data, like slices is there, my 50, 20, 15, 10 and 5. These are my slices data, means 5 data is there. This will be sliced according to 50, 20, 15, 8, 10, then 5. According to that, you have to write the data also. Like department, sales is there. Sales will be what, 50 range, HR 20, then finance 15, then production 10, and then account will be what, 5. Colors also you have to write accordingly, like sales will be represented as magenta, HR will be cyan, finance will be green, production will be red, and account will be blue. Okay, now here like exp means what here, like 0, 0, 0.2, 0.3, 0, 0. Okay, these are the data which is being displayed. Next is plt.py. Here you have to display that slices. Okay, slices comma labels equal to department, that what are the department to be labeled. Okay, labels will be what, department will be what, labels. Next colors will be what, cause, strangle equal to 90, explode equal to exp, next shadow equal to true, auto. These are the syntax which you have to write. Next is plt.title. You have to give the title here, that what will be the title. Next is legend, and then show. Then according to that you can see the data which is being displayed. Okay, next is Now, sometimes we want to emphasize on one or more slides and show their little pulled out. This feature is called explode in pie chart. Okay, you have seen that what is known as explode. If you want that the slide should be pulled out, then you have to use word explode or stand out. Okay, so out of 5 slides, like 0.2, 0.3 unit is respectively. So 0.2 unit will be somehow pulled out. Okay, so the value of the explode vary from 0.1 to 1 to show that how much slice will come out of pie chart. So allow auto PCT means what? It allows to view percentage of share in a pie chart, that how much percentage will be shown. It will be shown. Okay, auto PST you have seen in the above example, like explode is what, auto PST. This all are the features which has been available in your pie chart. Okay. Now, shadow option, if you have set it as true, then indicates the pie chart should be displayed with a shadow. This will improve the look of the chart. Now, setting ticks of bar graph, as I have said that you can set the ticks as well. Like according to that, you can set your ticks. In the previous example also we have seen that how you could be able to set the tick. Now, next part is your histogram. What do you mean by histogram? Histogram shows distribution of values. Histogram is similar to bar graph, but it is useful to show values grouped in bins or interval. For example, we can collect the age of each employee in office and show it in the form of histogram to know how many employees are there in the range of 0 to 10. So see, here I have ranged the ages and here I have ranged the years. Okay, so how to set its syntax, like plt.hist age, I have to set the age. Okay, so here bins equal to years, next color equal to magneta, his type equal to bar. You can set it as horizontal as well. And width, r width also you have to set, like 0.6 I have set. 0.6 means that the bar's width is 60%. There will be a gap of 40% space before and after the graph. Okay, next is here I have given the X label, Y label, title, legend, and then show. According to that, it will show our data. Okay. In this example, I have added one edge color. Edge color means what? Border color. I have set one border color in this data. Okay, and this one is the same example which I have made you understand in the previous one. Okay. Next is your frequency polygon. Frequency polygon is what? It is a way for understanding the shape of distribution. It connects the top center point of each bins and then we get the relative frequency polygon. It has the same purpose as a histogram but is used specifically for comparing the sets of data. Since frequency polygon is not in your syllabus, but let me make you understand what it is. Okay, next is how you could be able to do it, like age and years I have done, and plt.hist. Okay, here you have set the hist type like step. Next is your frequency polygon. Just need to set here hist type equal to step. This will be make you understand about frequency polygon, and rest one is just same. Okay, as you have set for your previous one, histogram. See here, hist type equal to step creates frequency polygon by using histogram itself. Okay, so this is all about your data visualization. There was many other topic as well, like scatter is there, box plot is also available, but this all topics has been excluded from your from your board examination, like curriculum which has been revised syllabus has been deleted this all topics, so we will not move with this. Okay, thank you.